Day 7, not easily broken, unbreakable. Most people think being unbreakable means never crying, never struggling, never feeling pain, never feeling pressure, but that is not what makes a person unbreakable. An unbreakable person is not someone who never gets hit. An unbreakable person is someone who keeps standing after the hit. The greatest misconception about strength is that strong people don't bend. The truth is strong people bend all the time. Trees bend, steel bends, even buildings sway. What makes them strong is that they don't collapse. And that is the lesson God has been teaching many of you through this entire journey. You survive things that should have broken you. You survive battles that should have stopped you. You survive seasons that should have destroyed your faith. And yet you're still here, still praying, still believing, still trusting, still moving, still standing. Not because the storm wasn't real, because your foundation became stronger than the storm. One of the greatest parables Jesus ever taught was about two houses. Both houses experienced the same storm, the same wind, the same rain, the same pressure, the same attack. The difference wasn't the storm. The difference was the foundation. One house was built on sand. The other house was built on rock. Notice this carefully. The storm did not discriminate. The storm visited both houses because storms are a part of life. The question is never whether storms will come. The question is what you're standing on when they arrive. Many people spend years decorating a house they never strengthen underneath. They build the appearance, they build the reputation, they build the image, but they neglect the foundation. And foundations are invisible until pressure arrives. Pressure reveals what appearances hide. Pressure reveals depth. Pressure reveals maturity. Pressure reveals stability. Pressure reveals what you've truly built your life upon. Some people discovered during the storm that they were standing on approval. Others discovered they were standing on money. Others discovered they were standing on relationships. Others discovered they were standing on titles. But through this series, God has been calling people back to the rock, back to what remains when everything else is shaken. Because there comes a point where God allows shaking so you can discover what cannot be shaken. The enemy thought the shaking would destroy you. Instead, it exposed your foundation. The enemy thought the fire would consume you. Instead, it revealed your endurance. The enemy thought the battle would stop you. Instead, it revealed your resilience. The enemy thought the pressure would break you. Instead, it revealed your strength. This is why some of your greatest victories never looked like victories. Some victories looked like survival. Some victories looked like getting out of bed. Some victories looked like showing up when you wanted to quit. Some victories looked like praying while crying. Some victories looked like worshiping while wounded. Some victories looked like believing while brokenhearted. The world celebrates obvious victories. Heaven often celebrates endurance. Because endurance proves something. It proves your roots went deeper than your struggle. And roots are the reason trees survive storms. A tree does not survive because of what you see above ground. It survives because of what exists beneath it. The roots, the hidden structure, the unseen strength, the deep connection. And this is where many people misunderstand their season. They think nothing is happening because they cannot see growth. But some of the most important growth happens underground. Roots grow before fruit appears. Foundations are laid before buildings rise. Character develops before promotion comes. Strength develops before responsibility increases. And many of you have spent years in hidden development, years in preparation, years in process, years in pruning, years in warfare, years in waiting, not realizing that God was creating something unshakable within you. Because what God builds slowly often lasts longer. Anybody can build something quickly, but what lasts requires depth. And depth is expensive. Depth costs tears. Depth costs patience. Depth costs surrender. Depth costs trust. Depth costs obedience. But depth creates stability, and stability creates endurance. And endurance creates people who are not easily broken. Look back over your life. The betrayal didn't stop you. The rejection didn't stop you. The disappointment didn't stop you. The warfare didn't stop you. The attack didn't stop you. The loss didn't stop you. The delay didn't stop you. You may have been wounded. You may have been shaken. You may have been stretched. You may have been tested. But you were not destroyed because something stronger than the attack was developing inside of you. The enemy saw your pain. God saw your potential. The enemy saw your struggle. God saw your strength. The enemy saw your wounds. God saw your future. The enemy saw a breaking point. God saw a building process. And now after every battle, after every storm, after every betrayal, after every delay, after every lesson, after every season, you stand as evidence that what God builds cannot be easily destroyed. You stand as evidence that grace is stronger than pressure, faith is stronger than fear, purpose is stronger than pain, truth is stronger than lies, and foundation is stronger than storms. This is not just the end of a series. This is the beginning of a new understanding. You are not who you were when this journey started. You have survived too much, learned too much, grown too much, overcome too much. And because of that, you are becoming exactly what heaven intended from the beginning. Unbreakable, not easily broken.